friends, welcome to Auntie Nell's Kitchen. And for those of my friends that are returning, welcome back to Auntie Nell's Kitchen. I'm so glad to have you back in my kitchen. And for you new ones, I'm glad to have you here. First, let's get some courtesies out of the way. Thank you. I appreciate all of your love and support for my channel. It's really heartfelt. Today's recipe is Auntie's version of the honey baked ham. Yes, the honey baked ham. You know, you don't have to spend $80 on that honey baked ham. A lot of people want honey baked ham, and you know, it's just not affordable. And these days and times, $80 on a ham is just not affordable for some people. It's not as affordable for a lot of people. So we're going to get started. I'm going to show you everything you need so you can make this at home for you, your family, your friends, really just you. So hold on a moment, we'll get started. You're going to need an 8 to 10 pound, not necessarily spiral slice ham, but it's spiral slice because it's pretty. Because, you know, we all like to see all those pretty little slices. If you cannot get a spiral slice ham, you can get a regular ham, and make sure you trim that top fat off, some of that fat off, and score it in little inch blocks like tic-tac-toe. And you can use that. And with the spiral slice ham, you know, the slices, you know, they're cut. So to secure them, you can use some string, or you can use skewers and long skewers and push them through and then snip them at the end. Okay, we're going to need 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, 2 tablespoons of honey, 3 tablespoons of pineapple juice. Now, if you want a bourbon brown sugar ham, you can use 3 tablespoons of bourbon and substitute the white sugar for brown sugar. You're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves. Love the smell of cloves. They smell so fragrant. 1 teaspoon of salt of your choice, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. You can use smoked paprika or regular paprika. It is totally your choice. So what we are going to do, to separate your pieces, you're going to run your finger between each slice. I've already done this, so I don't have to do this anymore. To separate them, I don't have to do that anymore. I've already done that. You're going to make your honey butter. You got to make your honey butter. So you're going to take your honey butter. I'm going to put this over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. You're going to take your honey butter, get that in there, scoop that on in there. You need your 2 tablespoons of honey. And to make sure your honey comes out of your spoon real well, you can just take a drop of oil. Get your, you can do that to make your oil come out of there really well. If you don't do that like I didn't do just now, and something I normally do, then you're gonna have to take your finger and rub it around and get that goodness out. Okay. And to this, I need to get a fork. Got a fork. You're going to mix this up together. You know, this is basically honey butter, you know, what you put on your biscuits. Need that. Throw that away. Get this ham. And I already have your oven preheated, you know, to 375. You're going to take this. You're going to rub this on. You're going to get this all rubbed in on your ham. And get that back portion too. Even though that's what some of the bone there, but that's meat. That's some ham there. And you know, you need to get down in between some of these little slices in here. Get some of that goodness in. And I had, you know, I've had a few little pieces that had fallen off. That's okay. They'll be down in all that goodness that's going to fall. And you want to make sure you use all of your goodness now. Use all of this honey butter. You're going to get a good coating on there. Okay. Got that all done. Change gloves. Put this out the way. A little housekeeping. I'm gonna combine my dry ingredients. Here's my sugar. Garlic powder, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, paprika, my garlic powder, my salt, and my cloves. You're going to whisk all this together. And the reason why I'm not, you use white sugar because you're going to be broiling this, but I'm not going to, I don't need to do the broil portion because I have a blowtorch that I use to caramelize things with, and you know. And this will be your crusty glaze. Make sure that's all mixed in. So you see how you see some of the white sugar. Make sure you get down in the bottom of this. That's why I use a whisk. Because if you see streaks of white sugar, it's not blended. And you can just smell those cloves just coming through. And I'm going to get a piece of foil and line this because it's going to get messy. Give me a moment, guys, and we'll be back together again. Okay, guys. Oh, one more note, too. Take the top rack of your oven off. Okay, you're going to generously pile this on. Generously pat that down on there. Gonna get that on here, pack this down on here. And if you get some that falls off into the pan, that is quite all right. My oven is hot, so it's hot up there a little bit. Be generous with this first coating. Please be generous. Be generous with your first coating, because you're gonna want all these drippings and juices to get down in there. You're gonna want those juices. Because I'm gonna come back over this anyway, so you're gonna set that to the side. Okay, I'm gonna pop this into the oven. I'm gonna put these back here because I got a lot of that goodness that's gonna really drip down for that little piece back here. So I'm gonna put this back down in the back. Some of that goodness get on those slices. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna put this in the oven, uncover. Definitely uncovered, and you're gonna put this in there. You just thoroughly heating it really good. So I'm gonna put this in there for about 30 minutes. Well, about 20 minutes, because I just really want it heated. Really, about 20 minutes. I just really need warm so I can start. Then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna recoat again. So we'll return shortly, guys. Welcome back, my friends. The ham, that dry crusty, is the first top. I put the dry ingredients on twice. I put it in the oven for 20 minutes, brought it out, put another coating on the dry mixture, this dry mixture here on it, put it back in for another 10-15 minutes, just to that got to this consistency. So what I'm going to do, this is hot, so I'm going to move this out the way, and we're going to get started on that gooey glaze. I'm going to get my pineapple juice and pour it in and get it all mixed in. And what I'm looking for, I want it to boil, come to a little boil. So I'm going to bring this, let this come to a slight boil, and we'll be back, and we'll go to our last and final step of this honey baked ham. Okay, this is what I'm looking for right here, guys. This is what I'm looking for. I'm going to turn this heat off. And we're going to get back to, going to move this off the heat, because I don't want my sugar dissolved. I don't want it dissolved at all. So I'm going to bring this back around. Position this so you all can see what Auntie's doing. Open up my blowtorch here. Yeah, I'm going with a high heat. I'm going to start brushing this on. Look at, can you see, guys? Trying to make sure you guys get to see what I'm doing. These pieces are falling down. That's quite all right, because they're going to get some goodness too. If you're using a blowtorch, don't put any butter in your glaze, any additional butter in your glaze, because you already got butter under all of this goodness. Throw some down in here. Yum, yum, yum. I'm going to get this all crusted down, and then we'll return. Because this is not going to be a 2-minute process. Showing you guys what I'm doing. You see all that caramelization just bubbling up. You know, when you use this thing, you can just smell all that sugar. Smell all this. Now, if you were using bourbon and you have a blowtorch, you need to keep it on your lowest setting. I want a crusty. All right, guys, here we are. I'm going to get a fork so you guys get to see this finished product. See all that goodness in there, caramelization. Look at there. You see this ham is not dry, and you see you still have this goodness down in the bottom. If you want to, you can take some of this goodness and put it on top of it, because it's nothing but all those spices with that sugar and pineapple juice, you know, that's burnt off. And remember I told you those 2 pieces that I threw behind? Here they are. You know, you can bring those to the front. If you got a few pieces, you know, you can bring those to the front. And you can serve this on a platter, or if you have a chafing dish, you know, you can take this out of the pan and you can cut these slices off, and you can use some of this juice as your basting and have it served inside these juices. And don't worry, this goodness is not going to soften that char. It's not going to soften it at all. It's because I used to blow torch on this, so I don't have to worry about that. You can slice this and freeze it. You can freeze it, you know, just make sure, remember I always say, saran wrap your meat 3 times, you know, or put it in a freezer bag first. Freezer bag, and then saran wrap it 3 times and you good to go. So guys, I really appreciate you tuning in for Auntie's version of her honey baked ham. Again, did I say thank you? Well, if I didn't, thank you again. Thank you again. All right. Hugs and kisses to all of you. And like and subscribe. And for those of you that have tuned in for this recipe, hope you come back to my channel until my next recipe and our next time together. You be great and be great doing you. Love you guys. Bye.